everybody? It's me, Beyond Center Wall Street, from the floor of the New York Stock Exchange, greatest financial institution in the world, the ceiling, the floor. Let's talk about this market, episode 9875. What the heck's going on? Absolutely wild and crazy market here. Economic adjustment numbers here about jobs, right? It happens like twice a year. And the numbers were significantly altered from what they were and had been released fairly recently. Yet, while you'll see the market sort of break down on the initial emotional response to that readjustment, which keyed in the fact that inflation is hotter, that unemployment is under duress based on the tariffs. I mean, there's a lot going on around that number. And the last time this number was released and adjusted, the market had a massive adjustment itself. In that, Oracle soars on backlog numbers here, up $50. That's 21% on an Oracle release of earnings. 80% of the S&P earnings have beat. So, lifeblood of the market. Whatever's happening economically, sometimes one thing surpasses the others. And for us this time, even with all this economic fragility around tariffs and around unemployment and around job creation and all that stuff, market still poured higher. We had a NASDAQ record close, an S&P record close, and a Dow record close. Once again, the 29th record close of the year. There's going to be a 7 in front of that S&P before long. Now, Russell got taken a little bit of a hit because they are more inflation sensitive stocks, the small cap, mid cap. So, but all that being said, look, we're in the right place. You know, we're just coming into September. All eyes are on CPI and PPI, which are coming out over the next couple of days, which are super important. This is going to key in the inflation numbers, going to key in the impact the tariffs have had on the economy, on the consumer, and all that kind of stuff. And that's where we lie. That's where all eyes are lying. And that all will lead up to September 17th. What will the economy look like? What will the economics of this whole game look like when Jay Powell decides how much he's going to cut? Okay, look, there's a lot of scatter, a lot of flutter all around about, you know, how long his time is at that job, when his term going to be over, who's going to be the next one to take over, and are they going to be economically based, data based like he was, or are they going to more be, you know, under the arm of Mr. Trump? But all that being said, market forges higher, record highs once again. Kind of baffling, to be perfectly honest. I love you. Have a great night.